What opening do I recommend for beginners to learn first? I mean, I can't give you like one specific opening. That's why chess is such a fascinating and difficult game, because there isn't like one opening that's just like an easy solution. I'd probably recommend more simplistic openings. So for example, something like, I think the Karo Khan is pretty thematic. I think the Scandinavian is very thematic. I'm gonna create the double stack on the B file here. Probably with black, I would say openings like that. With white, it's much more mixed. At the very start, I mean, I think openings like the London are actually quite reasonable. Italian is actually one of the worst openings that you can play as a beginner. I know a lot of people actually think it's one of the best openings. It's one of the worst openings that you can play, because the play is not straightforward or simple whatsoever. I'm gonna go here on Queen E2. Okay, 2702, we're playing Jack. Let's play the bishop's opening. Let's go knight F3, hit the pawn, go here, trade some bishops. I'll just castle. This is actually a good example of why the Italian, because normally people play the Italian like, oh, it's very simple, just develop your piece, put the bishop on G5. But the problem is, if you get out of the opening, like you get to the position I have here, what do? Like, there are no open files. I mean, you can try to move the queen and bring the rooks to center, but again, it doesn't do a whole lot. So you have to, if you play the Italian, you have to understand when to like break in the center. Like I'm gonna go H3 to stop knight G4, bishop G4, and then I'm gonna go D4. But again, if you're newer to the game, this is not something that's intuitive at all. And you also have to calculate, and there's a lot of stuff hanging here. The pawns are both under attack from many different pieces, and you have to be able to count, I mean, all these different things. So that's why I think in general, when people talk about the Italian, I think it probably, in my opinion at least, is the worst opening for beginners to play, flat out. I just think it's easily the worst.